Okay guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to make chicken fajitas. This is how I make it, and like my mom and stuff makes it. So let me tell you guys what you guys need. So you need chicken breast. It doesn't matter what kind or what. You're gonna need onion. You could use yellow onion or white onion, doesn't really matter. You're gonna need jalapenos. I'm using 3 of them. You're gonna need tomatoes. I'm using 4 tomatoes, 2 onion, and 3 bell peppers. So, and then you're gonna need salt. Doesn't matter what kind of salt. And the main ingredient that you're gonna need is this garlic salt. So this garlic salt is the one ingredient that you need like a lot. So make sure you guys go get that and sell that at like every store. So I'm gonna take off most of the fat parts on here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you guys how I chopped it up. So I'm just gonna chop it up in thin strips. That way, you know, just little strips, you know. And so thin strips like this. Okay guys, so I have my pan right here filled with about a tablespoon of oil. So I'm just gonna add the chicken breast in. You guys could see that. This is how I cut them up. Let me move this. So the bell peppers, I just sliced them in like straight, and then the jalapenos too. And I sliced them pretty thin just because that way they can cook a little bit faster. So let me just add these in here with this chicken. And I'll add the tomatoes and onions in after a little bit, just because the tomatoes and onions, they get soft really fast. And the tomatoes is the one thing that you want to add very last, whenever it's already basically done, because the tomatoes, they'll start to get mushy and you don't want them to get too mushy. So there we go. So now that I added the bell peppers, like I said, you can leave them crunchy if you want, but we like them pretty soft. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to leave it. It's on high right now. I'm going to add about a 1/3 cup of water. That way the bell peppers and the jalapenos can steam. Don't worry. The water is going to cook out of it once you take the lid off. So I'm going to put the lid on here and let that cook for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll add the rest of the stuff after that. Okay guys, so This took about 15 minutes to soften. Once I leave the lid off, because there's still liquid in there, it'll you know, dissolve and everything. So the jalapenos and the, what is this, bell peppers, they're about halfway done. They still have like some crunch to it, but not really. Oh shit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my onion and tomato. And the tomatoes and the onions I cut exactly the same, just in slices. So I'm gonna add the tomato, or not the tomatoes, the onions first. That way you can go ahead and get soft. Let them marinate in there. Cause we like all of the onions and tomatoes and stuff like that soft. I really don't care for them to have like a crunch. So. And then now what I'm gonna do, so I put these onions in there. Oh my lord, I'm just a mess right now. So just mix it up. And all this juice, if I go ahead and leave the lid off, it'll cook out of there. And then the chicken itself will start getting brown. So now you're going to add salt. So you can add however much salt you guys like. It's all up to you guys. Or however much you like in there. And you're going to add your garlic salt. So I'm going to add probably about a tablespoon of garlic salt. I'm not gonna measure her, just because this stuff, guys, I add a bunch just because it makes it taste so bomb. So just add about a tablespoon. And guys, if this is the brown you need. Don't get any other brown because it won't taste the same. This is the one that you need. So then I'm just gonna mix it all together. It smells bomb too. Shoo. Now the onions are gonna start getting soft. They're starting to get soft. And then once it starts browning a little bit more, once the liquid's dissolved, then that's whenever I'm going to add my tomatoes. Okay, so everything's starting to turn brown and get nice and, crispy or whatever. So now I add the tomato in. I'm just going to mix it once and leave it because the tomatoes will get mushy if you keep mixing it. Okay guys, so this is about done. I'm just going to heat up my tortilla real fast. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. You can actually put it in the tortilla or whatever, or you can have it on the side with avocados. But this is what it looks like, guys. Pretty bomb. And this juice, guys, like this on the bottom is bomb, so just a heads up.